Hey, good morning everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Unfortunately, this one is going to be a little bit of a negative video here. I ended up getting a letter in the mail for a recall on my 2024 GMC Sierra Denali with the 6.2 Super Cruise, active exhaust, and the truck is absolutely loaded. And I love the truck. But anyway, so here's the recall that I get. I don't know if you guys could read this, but I'm going to show you right here. The connecting rod and or crankshaft engine components in these vehicles may have manufacturing defects that can lead to engine damage and engine failure. If the engine fails during the vehicle operation, the vehicle will lose propulsion, increasing the risk of a crash. Great, right? Well, here's the funny part. There's no fix for it. So I contacted my local dealer to say, hey, you know, what's up? I really don't want to drive a vehicle that can potentially blow up while I'm going down the highway at 80 miles an hour. So I said, look, what are my options? So what I did is I reached out to my local dealer where I bought the vehicle, and they really didn't have a solution for me. So what I did was I decided to shop around. I asked them if I could trade in my vehicle. If there's no fix for it, I really don't want the vehicle. You know, they weren't going to take it back. So I was kind of screwed. And they wouldn't even offer a trade-in value for my truck. I couldn't even get my salesperson to call me back because I know they don't want the truck because it's got a bad reputation already. There's no fix for it. So what I'm going to do is, you know, because I can't work with my local dealership, I'm going to try and find someone that will take this in on as a trade. You know, I'm not going to sell it to somebody, you know, with a known issue like this. Can't do that. But if I trade it to somebody that understands, you know, that there is a recall on the thing and there's no fix for it, that's pretty much on them. But I mean, what a truck, you know, and I absolutely love this thing. Absolutely love it. So stay tuned. Well, what I'll do is once I figure out a solution, I'll let you know what I'm going to do and how I'm going to solve this issue, I guess, on my own. But yeah, beautiful truck. Hate to get rid of it, but I really don't see any other solution other than to get rid of it. I've got a buddy that has a 2023 Escalade. He's got the same issue, and he's trying to work a trade and he's having a hard time. He's got the big ESV Escalade, and it's going to be a major issue, I could tell you that. I mean, who wants something that can potentially, even if it's 3% of the vehicles of the total number that were built with this potential issue, they can't figure out which one it is. They don't know where the components ended up that were faulty. So I'm not going to take that risk. I'm just not. So bye-bye truck. I'll let you know what happens. Stay tuned. Well, it's been a couple of weeks and I finally have a solution. Still not a great thing, but right now I am headed to Miami to trade this truck in. Finally found a dealer that would take the truck in on trade, and you aren't going to believe what I'm going to get. I'm going to get a 2025 Sierra Denali EV extended. Did a lot of research. The range is pretty good on those trucks these days. So if you got the max is $8,000 more, and you'll get a range of about 460 miles, and the extended is like 360 to 390, something like that. I'll figure that out once I get the truck. But you know, I did a lot of research on it. We bought a 2023 Mustang Mach-E, which is electric, and we absolutely love it. Love the convenience of it, love the power, the torque. Just a really fun car to drive. So, you know, kind of bittersweet. Disappointed I have to trade this truck in, but not knowing, even if I'm going to make it to Miami, I don't even know. I've got another 200 miles to go. Total, I think, was 247 miles. No, probably more than that. 260 miles, something like that. But anyway, yeah, I'll fill you in when I get to the dealer. And it's kind of funny because I'm buying a loaner, and the person that has the loaner right now, it's got less than 2,000 miles on it, is out of the country for a month. So they're going to give me another Denali EV to take from Miami today. And then they'll deliver my truck to my house and pick up the loaner that they're going to give me today. But that's the way they had to structure the deal to make it work, you know. But yeah, I'm getting a white one and fully loaded. So really looking forward to it. Just, you know, I never thought that we would be an EV family in 2025, but I'll tell you, it all started with 2 Uber Select rides down to Ybor City from our town in Waimama. We got picked up in a Mach-E Mustang and brought down to Ybor, and then on our way home we got picked up in another one, different driver, another Mach-E, and my wife and I looked at each other and said, you know, could you do a car like this? And she said, yeah, and I said, I could too. So we ended up selling our Santa Cruz, which was a nice truck, but you only had like a 300-mile range on the darn thing. I had to fill it up like 3 times a week. Now we just plug it in. Don't have to worry about it. No stress, no range anxiety, nothing like that. And you know, it's only going to get better with the charge stations, so I'm not too worried about that. And this truck, I could charge it for 10 minutes and pick up 100 miles of range in just 10 minutes. So no worries anymore. You know, go to a Wawa, get a sandwich, get something to drink, and boom, off you go. Or to a Tesla charging station. Doesn't matter. So I'll share more with the truck once I get it, but pretty excited about it. Anyway, we got another 2 hours and 51 minutes. It's a long ride. Hopefully it's worth it. Talk to you. All right, so I'm down in Miami right now at Brickell GMC Buick, and out with the old over here. There's my old GMC, turning that, and this is the loaner vehicle that I'm gonna get that has like no miles on it right now. And they asked me to put some miles on it for them, so we'll do for free. It's a beautiful truck. It's a 2025 Sierra Denali EV Extended. Ready to go. All right, I'm in the truck, and my first impression is it's solid. I think it's because of all the weight from the battery packs. But I have 390 mile range, you can see right down there. And I'm using Google Maps right now, but I've got to get my Waze working. I just didn't feel like messing with it. That's my rear view mirror, that's all digital. But yeah, I'm very comfortable in here. Look forward for the ride home. Okay, so I thought I'd wait a week or so before I commented on this absolute beast of a EV. Wasn't sure how I was gonna like it, so I figured I'd give it a week, and I've done that. It's probably one of the coolest trucks I've ever driven in my life. Super fast. I just got the extended range. I don't need the max range, which is 460 miles. This one, at 80% charge, I can get 360 miles. If I charge it fully, I can get up to 410. I was able to make it all the way to, let's see, from the Tampa area to Plant City,
Plant City to Daytona, Daytona back to Plant City. And I could have made it home, but we decided to stop at a Wawa and try out a Tesla supercharger for the first time, and that went real well. Things that I love about the truck: the ride, the handling. It's 8,800 pounds, so it's pretty amazing. I got 354 miles left. I love the rearview mirror, which is a digital camera view. It's got the full moonroof, doesn't open, but that's okay. I love the there's a little button here. Let's see if I can hit it for you. So, drive modes, and let's see if I can hit the hammer for you. And then it makes a noise, you know, like a vehicle sound in the truck when you take off. I love the one pedal driving. I know some people need to get used to that. It's got, like, I guess I'm gonna call it similar to like a Jake brake right here. You pull this back and it applies the brake, and then you regen. I rarely have used the brakes. Auto leveling suspension, I can raise it all the way up or all the way down by selecting that switch. And you gotta love a frunk. I mean, who doesn't love a frunk? And this is watertight, so I can put tools and all that kind of good stuff in here, which I'll probably do. And then there's a button down here to close it, or you can close it with the key fob as well. It's a little dirty, but I have been using it. And it's got the multi-pro tailgate, which I like. I do like 240 volt and 4110, so you can power your whole house for probably about a week, which is nice. Another super cool feature is this mid-gate. I'll show you how this works here. Alright, so step one is you pull this forward. Goes like that. Step two, you pull this lever here, and then this backrest goes down like so. And then step three, press this button here, and that opens up. And then step four, you would do the same thing over there, and you would open that. Then this whole window comes out. You just take the window out, and there's a place to set it. And you set the window in here, so it clips right onto that. And then you fold the whole thing forward with the window in it, and you got this massive pass through. And this is all open, which is super cool. So that is an absolute bonus. Like to leave those headrests down. These seats in the back here are heated. They are not cooled, but the front are heated and cooled. So yeah, no complaints. I will have a complaint when I have to go change these tires, because they are 24s. And I can only imagine how much those are. But they're absolutely beautiful. They really make the truck look great. Bittersweet, you know, I never would have done this. But, and my truck is still, I'm still waiting for it. But they did such a good deal for me. This one would have been, the sticker on it is $93,000. And they gave me an immediate $10,000 off, because I'm going to use a loaner. And this one was brand new when I picked it up, but they're turning this into a loaner. It's some deal that they have with GM, where if they get a few thousand miles on them, they'll offer this deep incentive on the 2025s. So that's the route I went. So I got this one for around 76, and
I just decided to do it because I have a feeling in the long run, any of those 6.2 liter engines, if they don't come up with a fix, yeah, it's going to be a problem, and the vehicles are going to get more and more worthless. And I didn't want to run a truck that could potentially blow up and cause an accident. So, and they couldn't tell me if I was one of the 3% or not. So that's the reason for my decision. Never would have done this, but figured the sooner I got out of the 2024 Denali 6.2, the better off I'd be. And no regrets. The CV is awesome. Plug it in and go. No more gas stations. This concludes this video. If you got any comments, like, share, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I'll probably do a more in-depth review on this once I get a little bit more experience with it. I've only got about 1,000 miles on it right now, and yeah, we'll go from there. But thanks for watching. Appreciate y'all.